Good afternoon, everyone. This is Naveen Yadav from Right Directions Overseas Consultants. Right Directions Overseas Consultants is one of the leading institutes in Haryana for the last 15 years. In this live session, we are going to discuss about one of the important parts of grammar, that is active and passive voice. See, what are active and passive voice? Firstly, we will discuss how these type of sentences help in attaining higher score in IELTS examination. Active and passive sentences are really helpful in overgeneralization of sentences. In writing module of the IELTS examination, it helps in rephrasing of the sentences. You students who knows how to use passive sentences are able to paraphrase very easily. If they are not confirmed about active and passive voices, they find it difficult to rephrase the entire questions. And another thing is, these type of sentences are also very helpful in structuring different sort of sentences in speaking module. The sentences won't be repeated and would add your band into the in one of the band parameters, that is lexical resource. In reading module, it is very easy to find an answer if you know how the active question is located passively in the paragraph, either it's A, B, or C paragraph. Moreover, passive sentences are considered formal sentences, which somehow add extra marks in your writing and speaking module. With utilization of active and passive voids, you can also, as I've said earlier, you can also avoid repetition of words. So now we are going to discuss what is voice and how the sentence is active and how is passive. See, what is voice? The voice of a verb indicates whether its subject is the doer or the receiver of the action. With the help of verb की हेल्प से we can simply identify कि जो sentence है वो active है या वो passive है. If the verb is followed by the subject that we are talking about, the subject that we are mentioning in the sentence is called active. And if the subject is changed into object and the first part of the sentence is object followed by some form of verb, it is called passive sentence. For example, the storm damaged the roof. See, it's an active sentence. How? The storm is the subject, damaged is the verb, the roof is the object. Now, if we are converting this active sentence into passive form, the entire sentence would be changed. The roof, which is the object, would be changed into subject, that is, the roof was damaged by the storm, and the subject has been changed into storm. So the active sentence is a direct sentence, while the passive sentence is modulating the sentence, but with the same meaning. So we have discussed about how the sentences are active and how the sentences are passive. We have another example, that is John cooked the food last night. In this sentence, John subject is the doer of the action. John is the subject. John is the subject. He is doing something. That means it is an active voice. The verb is in active form. And in the next sentence, that is passive sentence, see, we have changed the subject, and now the receiver has been placed in the prior part of the sentence, that is, the food was cooked by John last night. The entire structure of the sentence has been changed and has been made perfect, but the meaning remains the same. Okay, so here is few conversion rule charts that we use while framing a passive sentence with the help of active one. See, if your subject is I, that is first person, that would be changed into me. Suppose I am doing something, so that would be changed into, if I'm talking about passive sentence, that would be changed into something is done by me. We are reading the chapter. We are reading the chapter. So the sentence would be in passive form would be the chapter is read, that is third form of verb, read by us. Okay, similarly there's second person, there's third person. You is not changed into anything, it remains you. He changed into him while framing a passive sentence. She changed into her. It change into it doesn't matter, it doesn't get changed, it remains the same. They change into them. So these are conversion rules of the pronoun. So now we are going to discuss about the conversion rule of auxiliary verb or the modals. In the last sessions you people have discussed about modals and verbs. So now we are going to discuss how these are helpful in framing passive sentences. If your sentence is simple present tense, if your sentence is in simple present form, then definitely it would be having do or does. इफ यू आर चेंजिंग इंटू पैसिव वॉइस, अगर आप इसको पैसिव में चेंज कर रहे हैं, देन डू एंड डज वुड बी चेंज इंटू एम, इज और आर with the third form of verb. Similarly, if your sentence is continuing, if it's present continuous tense, you use am, is, are, that is mr. And if you are changing into passive thing, it would change into am being, is being, are being. Being would be added in the passive voice with these helping verbs. And if it's has or have sentence, that means present perfect. Been would be added with has or have. If it's continuing, being would be added. If it's present perfect tense, if it's perfect tense, been would be added with the helping verb. Similarly, in past sentence, did would be changed into was were. Did change हो जाएगा was और were में, followed by verb, followed by third form of verb or past participle. Okay, and in past continuous tense, we use was or were when the voice is active. But if we are configured to change into passive thing, we will use was being and were being. Similarly, past perfect, then if it's past perfect sentence, that means see, we all know that past perfect sentence have had. If the sentence have had as helping verb, that would be changed into had been. Like we had in present perfect, has have was changed into has been have been. Similarly, in past perfect, had been would be changed into had been. And now simple future tense, will would be changed into will be. Shall would be changed into shall be. Okay, here are few modals or helping verb that are also changed while framing passive sentences with the help of active one. Can or must, could, can, must, could, would, that would be changed into can be, must be, would be, could be, should be, shall be, or whatsoever. So I guess these conversion rule charts are quite clear with you people. If you are changing your active sentence, you have to changing your active sentence into passive. You have to change the subject into object. The subject in the case of pronoun would be I, we, you, he, she, it, they. That somehow would be changed into object, and these are me, us, you, him, her, it, them for their respective subject. And if it's the case of verb, if it's the case of tenses, and if it's the case of auxiliary verbs, or if it's the case of modals, I have already discussed that you guys have to add being, been, be, that would make your sentence passive sentence. So now we are going to discuss few examples of it. So here are few examples done that can be accessible for you people to understand it understand it easily. If the sentence is simple present tense, I have already told you the sentence. If the sentence is simply simple present tense, the that would be changed. That would be do or does, that would be changed into that would be, I have already told you that would be changed into a third form of verb. So see, she sings songs. That if it's changed into passive tense, its film songs are sung by her. I do not sing film songs. Film songs are not sung by me. Okay. Similarly, in past simple past sentence, there is second form of verb, so that would be changed into was verb plus verb की third form. So Rakesh sang film songs, that would be changed into film songs were sang by Rakesh. Okay. And if it's the case of simple future tense, that is, I have already told you, will shall change हो जाएगा आपका will be में, will shall change हो जाएगा will be में. So see, here's an example. I will sing a song, that is changed into a song will be sung by me. And if the sentence is in present continuous form, that means is mr plus ing, so that would be changed into is mr plus being. That is, your sentence is she is singing a film song, it is changed into a film song is being sung by her. She would be changed into her, or is remains the same, and being is added with the third form of verb. So I guess it's quite clear with you people. Now if the sentence is present continuous, the same formula would be repeated. Being would be added with the third form of verb. She is singing a film, that we have discussed all together. Now if the sentence is past continuous tense, being would be added with third form of verb, like for example, she was singing a song, so the sentence has changed into a song was being sung by her. So was remains the same, like like in present continuous, is remains the same. Similarly, was remains the same, or if it has verb would remain the same. But here's an added thing, that is being and verb की third form, that is sung. And if the sentence is present perfect, how would you recognize the sentence is present perfect? The sentence will have has एंड हैड. अगर सेंटेंस में हैज और हैड होता है तो वो परफेक्ट सेंटेंस होता है. सी हेयर्स एन एग्जांपल. और पैसिव में चेंज करने के लिए हैज और हैड के साथ बीन लग जाता है, बी डबल ई एन. सो शी हैज संग अ सॉन्ग, दैट वुड बी चेंज इनटू अ सॉन्ग हैज बीन. सी बीन हैज बीन एडेड एंड संग बाय हर. बीन ऐड कर दो एंड वर्ब की थर्ड फॉर्म ऐड कर दो, तो वो आपका पैसिव सेंटेंस बन जाता है. नाउ पास्ट परफेक्ट. सिमिलरली पास्ट परफेक्ट में हैड यूज होता है, और हैड के साथ अगर आपने पैसिव सेंटेंस बनाना है तो बीन ऐड हो जाएगा. लाइक ही हैड संग अ सॉन्ग, तो द सेंटेंस वुड बी चेंज, अ सॉन्ग हैड बीन संग बाय हिम. ओके. So now these were the part of sentence that we have discussed, part of tenses that we have discussed. Now if the sentence consists of modal or auxiliary words, that I have already told you, you just had to have to add be, that is be with verb की third form. अगर आपका sentence modals की form में होता है, modals that means can, could, will, would, may, might, तो आपको क्या करना है, आपको verb की third form के साथ बी ऐड कर देना है. लाइक एग्जाम्पल, आई कैन सिंग एन इंग्लिश सॉन्ग. An English song can be, see, be is added here, sung by me. Sung is third form of sing. Okay, he may not sing any song. He may not sing any song. So here it is, no song may be sung by him. Okay, now we here's an extra example of an infinitive sentence. An infinitive sentence is when the verb that we are talking about, जब भी verb के साथ to लगा हो, to लगा हो, तो वो sentence बन जाता है infinitive sentence. जैसे you are to sing a song, तो उस sentence में आपने क्या करना है, आपने be ऐड करके verb की third form ऐड कर देनी है और subject और object को change कर देना है. You are to sing a song is to be sung by you. You have to do your work. Your work has the work has to be done by you. The work has to be done by you. So so in this session we have discussed how to frame active and passive voice, and how these active and passive voice sentence are helpful in attaining good band. See, the band parameters in IELTS examination are range and accuracy. In grammar range and accuracy, active passive voice are very helpful. अगर आप एक्टिव सेंटेंस को पैसिव में कन्वर्ट कर देते हो टास्क 1 में भी या टास्क 2 में भी, तो आप कॉम्प्लेक्स स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सेंटेंस बनाते हो. प्लस आप डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वर्ब्स की वोकैब डिफरेंट कर देते हो, बिकॉज वर्ब फर्स्ट फॉर्म में जो दिया हुआ है उसकी थर्ड फॉर्म लगती है, और हैज बीन, हैड बीन, दीज वर्ड वुड बी एडेड. तो आपका लेक्सिकल रिसोर्स भी नहीं रिपीट होता है, तो वो लेक्सिकल रिसोर्स में भी बैंड ऐड कर देता है आपके. एंड अनदर थिंग, जो आपका कोहेशन एंड कोहेरेंस है वो भी इससे और भी ज्यादा अच्छा हो जाता है. अगर आपके सेंटेंसेस, आपका एक सेंटेंस अगर एक्टिव है, नेक्स्ट अगर आप पैसिव बना रहे हो लिंकिंग विद दैट सेंटेंस, तो वो भी और भी ज्यादा अच्छा हो जाता है. And task response, that is something based on your own answer. And in speaking module it is very helpful, as I have already told you, because you won't use the same sentence structure while speaking. You would use different structures while speaking, and your sentence won't be same, your lexical resource won't be same. So it would definitely help you to enhance your band score in speaking module as well. And in reading module, grammar is prerequisite in reading module. If you are well versed in grammar, you are definitely going to crack each and every answer that is somehow made difficult for the people, because you are not we people are not that much into voice, into active and passive sentences. Because if the question is given in active form, the answer would be located in the paragraph in passive form, and it would be quite tough to find the answer if you are not aware what is active and passive voice. और अगर आपको पता है कि sentence passive में भी change हो जाता है with the help of preposition, with the help of modulation of subject into object and changing your subject in predicate, so आपकी reading में भी आपको answers को skim and scan करना बहुत ही easy हो जाता है. So thank you for attending the session, and that's all for now. I hope you guys have liked the session. So thanks for watching. Right directions wishes everyone a happy Teachers Day.